The hell? Time to get up. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Let's try to get some people in here today. I'm gonna share this stream. I wanted to ask that we all pray for people down there in Colorado. I know one thing, I will never move down there. Colorado seems like it's like the worst place to live. Unfortunately, there's always a killer prayer. Let me get my kids up. Oh, sorry about that. Let me just share this in the groups and stuff because I want to get it out there that people need to basically send prayers to these kids. This is sad. This is just sadness right here. It really is. Yeah, and I'm gonna share it. And I'm gonna post it in the groups. Hopefully somebody comes through. But if not, they could just watch it. You know. How's everybody doing? Hoping that you are having a good day. Seems like it's going to be a nice day today. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to share on Instagram. Boy, it is so hard to build back up your audience, child. Well, we're going to get there. Okay, let's get started. Basically, let me go to the news real quick. So what's going on? They actually, somebody has passed on. Okay, and so before I do anything, okay, I think they're getting them up. Okay, we're about to call wake them up because it's like 7 something, and they was just like answering the door. I don't know what the hell going on them too. Anyway, it's hard to build your audience, but anyway, I'm gonna talk about what affects me because I am a mother, and I'm just praying that for this whole situation. It's very sad. It's very sad. So let's get started. Colorado school shooting. What we have covered here, what happened? A shooting occurred at STEM School, Highlands Ranch, in the suburb Denver, Colorado. One student was killed and 8 others were injured in the shooting, authorities said. The suspects is 2 students, one male and one female, were taken into custody, officials said. Our live coverage has ended, but stick with CNN to read more about the Colorado school shooting. School shooter Devin Erickson is 18, did not enter a plea during his court appearance Wednesday. A bond was not discussed as a formal charges have not been filed. Erickson is being held on suspicion of one count of first degree murder after deliberation and 29 counts of attempted first degree murder after deliberation. Erickson will remain in custody until his court appearance Friday. First and foremost, why would he remain in court until Friday? In custody until Friday. It's a young boy that passed on because of one of these people. If it's the guy or it's the girl, regardless, that boy should have justice. So okay, let me finish. Devin Erickson, whose police said is one of two suspects in the STEM school shooting, appeared in court Wednesday and kept his head lowered for much of the hearing. The court appearance is ongoing, but prosecutors argue for more time before filing charges to allow investigations to continue. Prosecutors said they expect to file charges on Monday. Okay. Erickson, who spoke only when spoken to directly by the judge, was ordered to not contact any victims of the shooting. He was also told he must not possess firearms or any other weapons. They need to like ban guns down in Colorado. It's always something going on in Colorado. The Douglas County Judicial Department has not confirmed whether the other suspect, a female juvenile, will be have a court appearance because they're not going to show her because she's young. This is the father of the student's victim. My son was a selfless. It got him killed, but he saved others. So this is Mr. Costello, and this is the mother. Okay, I guess those. Um, looking for I don't know. The father of a student who was killed Tuesday when he rushed a shooter at STEM school Highland Ranch said his son saved others because he was selfless. So his son was a hero. Be selfless. That's what my son was, and it got him killed. But he saved others. John Costello said of his son, 18-year-old Kendrick Costello. John told CNN shortly after the shooting he and his wife Maria were frequently trying to reach Kendrick on his cell phone, and they were getting. Oh, Kasha, I'm doing a stream. I was a little bit guilty because as I was trying to call him, I thought, well, maybe this is the wrong thing. Maybe I am putting his life in jeopardy by having the phone ring. John said, my anxiety and the lump in my chest was growing. That was just divine instinct to tell you that your son had passed. At the reunification center, John said buses were coming in with children and they were watching the parents reunite with their kids, and we didn't have that. John, who is the robotics coach for the school team, which his son was on, said students kept coming up to them and saying, Kendrick saved our lives. One of the kids told me like a flash. He jumped up. She said, he's a hero. He saved me. He jumped up and he ran. You couldn't even see how fast he was running out the door. And after this person to tackle him, John said. His parents were not surprised to hear their son ran into a dangerous situation. We raised him to be good, John said. Because of what he did, others are alive, and I thank God for that. I love him, and he is a hero and always will be. But there's another part of you that wishes he just turned and ran and retreated and hid. Did something to put himself out of harm's way. If that was possible. But we know Kendrick, John said it's no surprise that if danger was facing him, he would approach it and take it on. Mm. Also, they said Aspire Marine helped stop STEM school shooter. Brenda Bali, a student and current pool lead in the Marine Corps Delayed Entry Program, assisted in subduing one of the STEM school Highlands Ranch shooters. The United States Marine Corps said it was able to stop the shooter. Supreme Court confirmed the risk of his own safety and is admirable and inspiring. His decisive actions resulted in the safety and protection of his teachers and fellow classmates. The statement says Abali is scheduled to ship to recruit training this summer, according to the statement. And Trump says, thanks first responders for bravely intervening in the shooting. President Trump just tweeted about Tuesday's deadly shooting at STEM School Highlands Ranch in Colorado and thanked for first responders for bravely intervening. Our nation grieves at the unspeakable violence that took a precious young life and badly injured others in Colorado, he tweeted. 18-year-old Kendrick Castile was killed while rushing the Colorado school shooter. So basically, Kendrick is definitely a hero, and may he rest in peace. And may he fire his wings. I'm about to hurt this cat. So this young boy right here basically saved all of his classmates. The parents of 18-year-old Kendrick Castillo confirmed that the high school senior was the student killed in Tuesday's shooting at STEM School Highland Ranch, and while he was just about to graduate, probably in June or July. He died a hero, a witness in classroom tells CNN that Castillo was shot while rushing the shooter and credited Castillo with saving several lives. I'm about to kill this cat because she hot. The school private guard ran towards the shooting and was instrumental in stopping it.
Stop moving mommy's camera.
The armed private security guard hired to work at the STEM school was the first to confront one of the shooting suspects, according to Grant White's CO Boss High Level Protection, the company contracts to protect school. Douglas County Sheriff's Office Tony Spurlock said the school does not have a school resource officer. The security officer is former Marine and now in the late 20s or late 30s. White has said White said he spoke to the security officer last night about his well-being, but not directly about the case. He's very good, but you have a school of half a city block long. He is a very good guy. He added he's wishing he could have done more. The officer was not injured. White said there was an alert on the intercom that sorry about that. That's my cat, y'all.
Stop it.
Move her. Move.
Stop it.
The officer was not injured. It says White said there was an
Come
alert
here.
on the intercom that security was needed in a certain area, and the officer ran right there and
Come
confronted one of
here.
the shooters as they were. Her tail keep hitting the thing. As the suspect
Go
had
down. Go down.
stay down. Don't come back. Don't cat. Don't call her back up here. I'm trying to do a
Come
stream.
here, but
The
she's not gonna
suspect
come.
had a gun in their hand when the security guard approached them. The officer drew his weapon and took the suspect into custody and turned them over to deputies, White said. White described his officers as instrumental in stopping the shooting and said if he wasn't there, countless lives would have been lost. The school had an armed private security guard on site. Douglas County Sheriff Tony Spurlock said this morning that the STEM school does not have a resource officer. Um, like my kids, where they go to school, I just found out they have a resource officer. I didn't know nothing about that. Now, when I used to go to school, it was not a resource officer or nothing like that because we didn't need all that type of stuff. Like, because I was bullied and stuff, I don't know if this is a bullying situation because I don't know the whole story about everything. What I do know is that Mr. Castillo's son is gone because so nobody knows exactly what happened. So I will keep y'all up to date about it. But my kids do have a resource officer now. Now we never had that when we used to go to school, like I said. So let me finish reading this. The armed private security officer was on campus at the time of the shooting, but he described the layout of the school as extensive. Spurlock said the two suspects entered throughout the northeast side of the campus, entering through the middle stairway. school, there are no metal detectors. That's what I've been talking about. See, because we had an incident not too long ago where I was talking about like if something happened to one of my kids, I'm going to sue the hell out the school. But I had talked to the principal, like 'cause my daughter was getting bullied, or she thought she was getting bullied, or whatever the hell. They don't have metal detectors and stuff. And so when you don't have metal detectors, it's still good. But look what happened. See, they had metal detectors, but the part of the school where the kids got shot at, they didn't have the metal detectors. And so that's unfortunately happened. And you got to pray for these kids because these are kids, and I'm quite sure they knew Kendrick. I knew he was about to graduate, because he's the same age as my daughter. So I feel for the family because instead of them going to a graduation, they got to go to a funeral, even though their child is going to be known as a hero for all through eternity. And it's going to be a big story, probably from all seasons around school year and everything. They probably going to award all this type of stuff. But you have to realize that Mr. Castillo and Miss Castillo, their son is gone. They will not see their son walk down that either it's the aisle or is it the garden or whatever. Like my child, I will see my daughter walk down to get her certificate to go to, for next moving on from high school, finishing high school, but they won't. So you have to just keep them in prayer. And because June is next month, and that's when the graduation and prom. They won't see their son, going to the prom with his date. They won't see their son no more. So you just have to put yourself in their shoes. And I don't know if that's the only child that they had or what, because it's not saying that much. It's just saying that their son was a hero and that he was a senior. And he had balls, like for real. And he said, I'm gonna save them. But he didn't save himself, you know. And it's just sad. It's very sad. And I like I said, just please keep all of them in prayer because well, close the door so she don't come in here. Please keep them in prayer for real. And like I said, it's an 18-year-old and it's a sophomore, which is basically accountable for all of this. And like we said, keep the Castillos in prayer. They need it. I don't know if they have any other kids. If they not saying, and I don't know. It's like something always happening in Colorado. Like, don't move to Colorado. Like, it's been so many shootings. Like, Colorado is just not a good town. I'm sorry. I hate to say that, but every time you turn on the news, it's a shooting in Colorado, and I mean it's major. It's not like one, two, three, four. It's major, and it's just crazy. Like it's just some towns seem like it's cursed or something. Like, cause damn, I mean Jesus, it's always something happening in Colorado. That's why I said whenever I do move, I would never move to Colorado. Hell no. I don't care how much it's beautiful out there. Cause it's killing. And other people saying it's not that. And like, no, there's something going on with y'all town. Cause it's always something happening. Somebody always getting killed. And then why is it that the kids is bringing guns? And then you need to look at it like, how the heck did the kids get the guns? Is the law in Colorado that you can carry a gun? Is that what's going on over there? I don't know. Because up here you can't carry no gun. Where did you get the gun? gun from? Why did you bring the gun to school? It's just so much stuff. You be looking into like, And so, like me being a mom and stuff, that's my worst fear of something like that happening to one of my kids. Because I have two that's still in school. My daughter, she about to graduate. But I still have that fear that thank God that two of my kids I haven't been through that. But who's to say that don't happen to my other two kids? Who's to say that the fool, one of the fools, I call them fools, yes I do, don't try to get bold, because kids every year try to get bolder and bring something and hurt one of my kids. Then it's gonna be hell to pay. Like I'm dead serious. Even though the principal said that he got three unmarked cards and stuff, but you see what happened in Colorado, and they didn't have what you call a record. They didn't have a what you call a record.